Hello everyone, welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Taurus for the month of May. You can have Taurus anywhere in your chart. You can be a cross watcher. All that I ask is that if you are here watching this reading, that you come with good intentions for yourself and for others. Sorry if you can hear the excess noise. They did just start mowing where I am, so just bear with me. I'll try to speak over it. It shouldn't last too long. Okay, so for some reason it feels like I haven't done a reading in a very, very long time. It's only been a month, but, well, for YouTube, but I don't know, it just feels much, much longer. And that's, I don't know, it feels very odd. So maybe there's something that you've been like meaning to do or wanting to do, but you're just kind of like putting it in the back of your mind because you just rather not deal right now. Because I feel like maybe that's why it feels like it's been so long for tarot. I've kind of put it in the back of my mind because I've been busy doing so much other stuff that it feels like a lot of time has elapsed in between. And so maybe there's something that you're kind of putting on a back burner, like you know you want to address it, you know you're going to address it, but you're just kind of maybe, not thinking about it very much right now. So anyway, Taurus, when I was getting into your energy, as always, I was called to get a song for you guys, and I don't know why, but I'm feeling being called to say how I kind of get the songs. So what I do is I have like thousands and thousands of songs on my thumbs up list or whatever. And so what I will do, so Taurus is represented by the number 5. The Hierophant card is the number 5, and that's the Taurus card in the tarot. And Taurus, it's mostly in the 5th month. So anyway, what I do is I shuffle my playlist actually 5 times, and I skip to the 5th song after the 5th shuffle. And so the song that came up for you guys today is, I don't know why I felt the need to explain that. That was weird. But anyway, they just said, like, so me and my daughter play that game sometimes where we do our life path numbers or whatever, and see what songs we get for each other and stuff like that. So maybe that's something that you're needing to do, is like maybe there's like a message for you in your thumbs up playlist, like go shuffle it, whatever your life path number is, or whatever number represents your sign, or however you want to do it, and get like your song of the day or something. I don't know. Anyway, the song that I got for you guys finally after 3 minutes is, what's it called? Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler. I said version because it says long version. So there must be 2 different versions. So Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler. And one of the first messages I got, like the main lyrics from that, besides like Total Eclipse of the Heart, is Turn Around Bright Eyes. Now, so that's interesting with that message about like putting something on the back burner, because the first message I got from the song was turn around. There's something like you're needing to turn around and look at. So if you're putting something on the back burner that's like behind you, and you're literally being told to turn around, and whatever you have been putting off, I think it's time to look at it. And let's see what else. Oh, and they pointed out too about like maybe you or the person that this applies to, because Total Eclipse of the Heart is very much a love song. There's really no way around that. So there might be a conversation with the significant other that you're needing to have, or tell someone how you feel. I'm trying to think about, oh yeah, because the song really is about, it's almost like being in love with someone, or someone being in love with you, but not saying anything or not dealing with it. So maybe it's a person you're putting on the back burner. And then also, let's see, what else? They pointed out the lyrics, your love is like a shadow on me all of the time. So it's like, even though you put it behind you and you try not to look at it and you just pour yourself into like day-to-day life, this person's love or your love for this person is constantly shadowing over you. So it's like no matter what you do, it's like thoughts creep in or whatever, and it's like you're just not dealing with it. And then they actually, it's so interesting. They told me to see what the initials of the song were. I'm getting very out of breath, so maybe this is making you anxious, like knowing that you're needing to do something and then not wanting to do it, but knowing that you need to. I'm getting very out of breath. So anyway, they told me to look at the initials of all of the words in the song title. So it's TEOTH. So I'm getting that those are like initials that could mean something to you. TEOTH. And then they specifically pointed out that the T, especially because the T is out twice, was representative of the name Tyler, which because it's sung by Bonnie Tyler, and they were pointing out the T represents Tyler. So for someone that's very specific, but yes, the name Tyler. But any of those initials, or even not, like it can still, this reading can still apply to you. That's just like extra confirmation for someone, some people, whatever. Okay, finally, after 6.5 minutes, we're going to start pulling some cards. Okay, so first off, I'm being called to start with the Law of Attraction cards. These are by Esther and Jerry Hicks, and they have words on the back and some words at the bottom, but I mostly just go off of the images. And I love that the sun, right, or it's not, I don't know, it doesn't have a name, but I call it the sun because it's all sun, but it's the number 3. But anyway, I like that the sun is here because it feels really positive. Now that's interesting because now I'm being drawn to point out that I have my little cricket, grasshopper, I don't know what it is, sorry, I'm not like a entomologist or whatever, is here. His name is Lincoln, and he brings good luck. And then I was also called to put my citrine out here, which is also very good luck. And then Palo Santo, which brings in very positive vibes and energy. So I'm getting a lot of positivity. Like this was all when I was getting into Taurus's energy that I was setting all of this up. And then here we have the sun. So this is very, very good. You're being drawn to do this for a reason. Okay. And you know the reason. Okay. What is the Law of Attraction card for Taurus, please, for May? Taurus for May. Okay. So they have the number 44. 4s are all about stability and it's like sturdy, strong foundations. Now, you know how I was talking about in the song how the person that you're maybe thinking of, or you, or the person that you're knowing you need to have a conversation with, has very distinctive eyes, and then this woman only has one eye pointing out. Like it's like, but she can see everything she needs to see with that one eye. It's very, I'm getting like very, especially with all the purple here too, it's like a very third eye type of energy, which is intuition. And it's almost like, okay, so this is the message that I'm getting. The person you're dealing with, I think, how do I want to say this? It's like, and this can be vice versa, of course, but it's almost like when they look at you, they like know the truth. Like they they see you. Does that make sense? Like for who you are? Because this person here is like, I'm getting that intuition because there's only one eye and it's right in the middle. Even though she has lips here, it's like her hair is parted directly over this eye and she sees clearly. It's like she can see things that others cannot. And especially with that bright eyes message from the song, it's very much like this person, because I was getting more like the person you're thinking of is the one with the bright eyes. And yeah, it's like they see you. I am learning to allow well-being in. Now that is that. So if this person is of your, like, for your own good, like if being with them or being friends, it doesn't even have to be romantic, I guess. It's a very romantic song, but it's just like whatever it is that you're putting on the back burner, if it's a person or not, allowing it into your life is going to bring nothing but abundance, because I do have all of these like things over here that are like abundance, right? Now it's interesting too with the fours, on the bottom of the deck is this card, and if you see, it's just like, so it's like rooted, and that's the foundation of the tree, right? Is the roots. And this is 44, which I was saying was all about foundations. So it's like this person, whoever they are, is going to help you like ground abundance into your reality. And it's so interesting too, because I just said ground abundance in, and like the law of attraction is often, it's like about abundance. It's about, that's usually what people are trying to manifest. Most people are trying to manifest abundance, right? So yes, whatever this is that you're not wanting to look at right now, it's going to bring in so much stability into your life. So interesting. Okay. Now, we're going to use the vice versa tarot. Vice versa tarot. What is the message, besides what I've already said, for Taurus? What's the message for Taurus? Message for Taurus, please. The Eight of Wands is acting funny when that's like, so Eight of Wands, if you don't know, is very fast movement, fast messages. Okay. So, what is the message for Taurus, please? What's the message for Taurus? Message for Taurus, please. Okay, so we have... so I'm getting called to put them like this for some reason. Okay. So we have Judgment. Here's Judgment. And the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is about manifestation. And so, okay. Okay. So I honestly feel like, Taurus, you are wanting to manifest. It's like whatever the outcome is to this thing you're not looking at. I want to be a little bit nosy and see what you're not looking at, like deeper. We might do that actually. But I honestly feel like when it comes, there's going to be a final judgment, right? Like it's either going to bloom and blossom, or it is going to wither away so that new can form, right? So like that you can actually build what's true to you. And that's the Judgment. Because the Judgment card it breaks down to a 2, and 2 is about either or. There's like the two sides, the two options. And like even like Judgment, it's like go to heaven or go to hell, right? Now, whatever it is, no matter what you want the outcome to be, if whatever the outcome is will lead to your greater good. It's like if you can finally sever something that has been like that whole your love is like a shadow on me all of the time. If there's something that's like toxic that is like that, where you know it's not going to be successful, but it's never had like the proper closure, that is an option for to finally everything be completely closed out. And I think that's what kind of what you're manifesting. You're manifesting either that to be your new foundation, especially because we have double fours here, 44. So it's like either option is the foundation, right? Either it works out or it ends completely. Yeah. Okay, so I do kind of want to look at this person because I feel like this is what you're wanting to bring in. Like you want to figure out what's going on. I want to look at these cards or this person because I feel like this is the other person. Okay. Okay, so we're going to use what's it called? Tarot of the Golden Wheel. It's interesting I was pointing out too because this Two of Wheels or Two of Pentacles was on the bottom when I picked the deck up. So it's like that's about like the choices. Or like the options, the two different outcomes. And I think by putting it on the back burner, it's like a way to like, it's just a way to not deal with the final judgment. Even though you're actually trying to like manifest the final judgment, you're also kind of avoiding it. Even though you can feel it there though, like as soon as you turn around, it's like you're going to have the final judgment. And I think that scares you a little bit. It's like you're not quite ready to let go of this if it's something that needs to be let go of. It's not quite something you're ready to commit to if it's something that's like for your highest good, right? Okay. But you're being called to turn around. But anyway, let's look at this person. I want to see who this is here. Can we look at this 44 card for Taurus, please? What is this thing that's behind them? What's this thing behind them? You know how I was saying this is like a person that can like see you, right? But I also think you can see them too. Like you both see the situation for what it is. Because they can see, but they're also hiding. And I think you are mirroring each other in that sense, especially with the 44. It's very... Okay. Yeah, now we have the Lovers, which is the Gemini card, twin card. That is literally like the mirror card. And it's interesting because usually in the Lovers card, there's usually only two people. Or if there's three people, it's like two people and then like someone like marrying them or something. And it doesn't really seem to be the case in this card because both of these women are touching this man, okay? And it's like a decision. It's almost like with this person with the white hair and this person with the brown long hair, it's almost like, you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing like a mother and significant other. Like maybe your mother and your significant other don't get along. That could be for a select few people, but it's like a decision to like build the foundation or to leave it in the past. Like let the memories stand as they are in your youth. You know what I mean? Like wherever they were, or if you're like really serious about it, let it actually be the foundations. And then this is very abundant over here. If you see, like she has all this weed on this side, and on this side it's rock, and it's a rocky terrain. And I'm noticing the mountain as well. It's like it's a difficult decision. I feel like you're making a difficult decision. Because you know how in the song I was talking about how it's almost like you're just like focusing on day-to-day life and putting that on the back burner so you don't think about it very much. I feel like that's maybe your default setting, is like anything that makes you have to think too much, you kind of like put behind you and focus on day-to-day. I don't know. It's interesting. We have the Ace of Swords on the bottom, and I feel like I have to point it out now. I wasn't going to because it's a personal message for me. Like it's a thing that's very personal to me. But I mean, I'm not going to tell you a personal story, but it's just like the character and stuff. So for some reason with this character, with this card, I was seeing how her hair kind of like curls up like this, right? And I was getting like Medusa vibes from it, you know, and I'm not going to go into the whole story of Medusa because I feel like I do that all the time. But you know, like, so if people looked at her, she turned to stone. Or not she. The people, anyone who looked at her turned to stone. And I feel like that's kind of how this person might make you feel, and vice versa. It's like when you look at them, especially if you look them like dead in the eye, it might be someone that you don't really look at very, like, you don't look at them in the eye because it's like intense. But it's almost like when you look at someone in the eye, this person specifically, it makes you like turn to stone. It makes you freeze. And that's why you can't like just like tell them everything, because like when you go to do it, you just like freeze. Okay. But the reason that I was told to bring out this Medusa vibe, because we have a snake here, and then on the bottom we also had a snake. So that's just like another confirmation for someone. But it's almost this person that you are putting on the back burner, they could be maybe a little bit older than you, or there could be a significant age difference, because what I'm seeing is like he's kind of like turned away from this woman and turned towards the younger one. But it's like, even though you should want to go this way, it's like you want to go this way, but it's just like, I don't know, it's very odd. That person might be a lot older than you, or I don't know, like have an older, like an old soul or something. But anyway, so with the Ace of Swords on the bottom, that's like clarity. That is clarity coming in. I am almost seeing it as like, it's like this card is like getting cut down in half. And do you see like this card is very symmetrical, and this card is also very symmetrical, even though it's very different on both sides, but it's very symmetrical. And that's kind of what it is. And that's like the Judgment energy too, is like something is being like decided. There's a deciding factor that is happening, and boom. So, okay. Did that give me clarity of who this person is? I feel like you know who this person is. I don't think I'm going to get any more information, because it looks very much like there's two different things that are going to be benefactors in this decision. But they're very, very, it's like a very mirrored thing, but also it's like the two outcomes too. Okay. Where are we at? 24 minutes? Okay. I'm going to draw a card from the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle. And this is just kind of like an energy, like you can just kind of think of this crystal or like the energy that, comes along with it. Or you can, if you feel called, you can get it, you can screenshot it, whatever you want to do. But we're going to get, oh my gosh, citrine was on the bottom, you guys. No joke. I already shuffled it, but citrine was on the bottom. That's so crazy. Okay. Can I have a message for Taurus, please, regarding this reading? Can I have a message for Taurus regarding this reading, please? Can I have one crystal for Taurus, please? Okay. We have Smoky Quartz Celestial. Smoky Quartz Celestial. Transmutational magic, a stone of karmic healing, endings and beginnings. Smoky Quartz Celestial opens into different dimensions and brings powerful transmutation. I feel like that's that judgment energy. You have a powerful survival instinct and ability to go where others dare not. Transmute the past. Realize that darkness is not evil. Facing your deepest fears turns these into golden gifts. Oh my gosh, you guys. So when they said darkness is not evil, I heard that your love is like a shadow on me all of the time. So it's like something that you've been avoiding is actually a very, very positive thing. If you just have the guts to turn around and look at it, like look it in the eye, right? Like the true eye, like it's almost like the third eye. Look straight into the third eye. You know what I mean? And then it says facing your deepest fears, because I really feel like you fear turning around and looking at this. Whatever it is, you really, really fear it. It says your deepest fears turns these into golden gifts. Facing your deepest fears turns these into golden gifts. You know that death is only a transformation into another state of being. Take responsibility for your life. Don't let others take control. Divination. Be patient. Much stirs beneath a calm surface. Total transformation is close. It may entail a trip into the underworld. I even said like the heaven and hell here. There's something that is casting a shadow on your life that you really, really have to look at. Your shadow becomes your brightest gift. Toxic emotions turn to positive regard. Ground your efforts in the everyday, but retain contact with higher realms. Success comes through dedication and trust in your abilities. Mentors are available. Release yourself from old enchantments. Healing insight. No part of you is evil or bad. Embracing your shadow leads to healing hidden in the darkest reaches of yourself. Now, okay, so kind of what I'm getting with that is you might be needing to face a shadow. Like, and this person or thing might be the shadow. It might need to die in order for these roots to take root, right? I really feel like that's a good possibility for a large majority of you. But you are scared to let it go. You're scared to let some things or someone go. And what was I going to say? Crap. Oh, but yeah, it's just like, or if this person is like your mirror, like looking in the mirror is a very, very dark thing. If this person is mirroring you, by looking at them, it's like it reflects back to you what needs healed the most. And that's probably why you avoid this person. Because we don't like feeling that. It feels icky. But I honestly feel like by dealing with this situation, whether it ends in that becoming the foundation, or if it leads to it being, resolved, and so you can form new roots, there's something about like it contains a shadow aspect of yourself. Okay, so it also is saying the smoky quartz celestial is Scorpio and Capricorn energy. So if that means something to you. But yeah, and I was saying something about grounding earlier at the very beginning. I don't remember. This does say to like, you could be a highly spiritual person. That could be also what you're avoiding is like your spirituality. I don't know why I'm getting that message, but some of you might like kind of shut it off a little bit because it's too much. And so you shut it down so you don't have to deal with it. Because it's just having your third eye open and using your intuition is very, very draining. And if yours is naturally open and like you can access it very easily, it can become very, very draining. So you might shut it off a lot. So anyway, it's like taking your intuition and learning, instead of like shutting it off, you have to learn how to ground it down. And so it like benefits you in day-to-day life. Like, how can I use my spiritual aspects to my betterment here on earth? And like, that's why you have to ground. Like, you have to ground that energy down. That's part of manifestation too, is like, you have to call it from the heavens, bring it through you, and ground it down into the ground. So whatever it is you're wanting, make sure you're grounding it, okay? So Taurus, this has been your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. I thank any of you for being present today. Any of your guides that were present, any of my guides that were present, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.